dates, because then I'm not gonna know what dates I'm doing these. But usually I post them on the same date. But another life blog video. I didn't sleep good last night. I woke up at 3. I've never done that so far, really. I haven't been up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in a long time. I woke up like at 3 a.m. I just went to go pee, and then I just couldn't sleep, so I stayed up, and then I really just needed to sleep because I was going to throw up. Then I finally went to sleep. Baby boy let me take a nap, so I was like, oh, thank you so much, baby boy, because he wanted me to go get breakfast already. But I was like, no, please, it's not breakfast time yet. I just needed a little bit more nap, and I got to nap a little bit. But yeah, so every time I don't sleep well, it's so funny because it makes me cranky. I'm a really cranky person when I don't get some sleep. Then I just want to beat everybody up when I wake up. Then I'm like, I don't like you, and I don't like you, and if you tell me off, I'm going to chop your head off and bury it in the backyard. Like, not in the mood for anybody's shit. I am just that type of person. I'm just like, I am moody and just aggravated. Having that pregnancy aggravation hormones right now, really, at 33 weeks. I'm just like pregnant, aggravated. I just wish, number one, I lived in a different state, because I would literally just want to rent a house with my mom somewhere else. Like somewhere in the country, in a small town, in a small country town with yeehaw people, because I'd be like, this is my kind of people, just country people, and just live with my mom in a cute house, have a cute little kitchen, have my baby boy just in the room with me, and I'd be like, see, life would be perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what I want, and that's what I need. I just want my mom. I just have like, I'm just closer to my mom. I know my mom, so it's like I'm much safer with my mom. I'm more confident with my mom, et cetera, et cetera. And my mom's like apparently the only person that's not going to tell me what to do with my son. It's like he's my son, and I don't mind people's opinions and advice. I'm not saying that. I'm like, that's fine. What I don't like is when people tell me what to do. Oh, if the baby does this, then do that. Oh, if the baby does this, and do that. I'm like, okay, thank you for your opinion. I would take it into consideration, and that's good enough. But I would do whatever the shit heck that I want to do. He's my boy, and it's like, he's my boy. It's like, if you want your kid, have your own kid, etc., etc. I'm like, if I want to hold him forever, then I'm going to hold him forever. If I want to breastfeed him, if I want to whatever feed him, it's like, I'm the mom. I get to choose. It's like, this is one time in my lifetime. It's like, I'm not retarded. I can make my own decisions and my own choice. I am a grown woman. I got this, and I don't mind, like I said, opinions, and I don't mind help later, of course, even when he's here, because I'd be like, I probably need advice and stuff. But what I don't like is people saying, do this, do that. I'm like, no. Since who died and made you Captain Colonel of my life? Okay, sir, I'll listen to everything you say. No, hell to the nah. I'm like, no, he's mine. Like, I suffered in my life being lonely, being suicidal since I was 13, having no close family really, having hardly any friends ever in my life. I just was miserable and lonely, and only dated shitty men in my life. Everybody I've ever dated was shitty, terrible men that were raised horribly wrong. And I only was with them because I was lonely, and that's the only reason. That is the only reason I was with any of them. It's like, I'm only with you because I'm lonely. So just wasting my time, but I'm like, oh. And if you think I'm having this little boy, and people tell me, do this, do that, or here, or et cetera, I'm gonna be like, heh, you are funny as hell. I did not suffer all my life for somebody to control me like a robot over my own son. I'm like, no, not at all. I seriously will punch the daylights out of anybody. I'm serious. Like, I would be like, God forgive me, but also I have zero tolerance sometimes for people. Anybody, I don't even care who it is. I'm like, I said no. What don't you understand about no? Like, I can't stand that. When people don't understand no, or people don't understand, oh, okay, it's your son, so it's up to you. And it's like, exactly, thank you. It is up to me. It is up to me how I'm going to raise him, how I want him to be. If people in this world are for Satan and they agree with abortion and homosexuals, etc., stuff like that, I'm like, good for you. But that's your opinion, and that is not my opinion, and that is not my son's. He is my boy, and I'm going to raise him with the Bible and my beliefs, and that is my boy. So your opinion don't matter. I'm like, tough shit. I'm like, it doesn't matter to me. That's how it's gonna be. Like, I don't care. I give a hoot. But yeah, so it's so aggravating to me. Oh my gosh, it is super aggravating to me. That's why sometimes it's just like, why wasn't I born? Like, I love California. I only love it because I love the ocean, like I said. I feel like it's God talking, and the ocean's just so beautiful and fun to visit. And I love our mountains, besides the governors and whatnot burning our freaking forests to the ground and trying to burn California all the damn time, and Oregon and Washington. It's so annoying. But I do love the mountains. It's just so beautiful because we get to see snow, and the mountains are gorgeous. And sequoia trees. We have the sequoia trees in California, and I'm like, I love those big mamas. Those are, every time I see those trees, I'm like, oh, I just love them so much. I just want one in my backyard. But those are like the main things I love. So it's funny because it's all nature, and besides that, I could get the heck out of here. I just would want to get the heck out of here with my mom. Like I said, I just want to live with my mom and just like be close to her because her health. And I'm like, Jesus, just let my mom live. I'm serious. Because she is like the main and the only person I really need. Because I'm like, everybody else gets the heck on my nerves. Oh, but you know, everybody gets on everybody's nerves. But it's like, yeah, she's the only person that understands me. Everybody else, like I said, is going to be like, woo, you're driving me crazy. This is why adults have alcohol beverages once in a while, because it's like other adults drive them crazy. It's like you're getting on my last nerves, and I just need a beverage to just relax and just get away from you mentally and physically, and just like, but also too, maybe I need to get the heck out of the house, because I've been in the house like all week because I don't have a car or a license yet. But obviously I'm going to get one. But after I'm pregnant, I'm not doing it all right now. Not with him in my stomach, I'm not. I'd be like, the heck I am. I don't want to drive even pregnant anyways, because there's too many retarded. That's why I didn't drive in the first place. I didn't want my license because I'm like, California drivers, we're the worst. Highway 99 on the freeway is the deadliest in the United States, because we're that retarded. We are that freaking retarded that people don't know how to do the gas and brakes, apparently. Or go way over the speed limit or way under the speed limit. It's like, you guys are a sack of potatoes in your head. That's why I didn't want to drive. It's not because of me. I'm like, I actually know how to drive. I just didn't get my license because other people make me nervous. I'm like, these dumb people. Or they don't know how to use their blinker. Oh, I'm going to turn left. I'm going to turn right. And they don't use their blinker. And I'm serious. I just wish anybody that doesn't use their blinker, I just wish they would automatically die. Because it's just that annoying. It's like, okay, or they'll turn at the last minute and like cut in front of you. I hate that. Like, this is why I'm gonna be like, this is why I don't enjoy driving, because I'd be like, are you people serious? I'd be like, see, Lord Jesus help you. I'm gonna be like, instead of just wanting to punch your lights out and cuss you out, I'm like, Lord help me, my Father in heaven help me. He knows that my tolerance for people now is just, I'm like, Lord, I pray everybody goes to heaven, and that's all I can say. After that, I want to punch the people in their face and be like, just stay away from me too, though, because you get on my nerves. You and your opinions get on my nerves. Like, you drive me crazy. Like, you guys are the people why I would cut myself and have anxiety attacks, because you're the people that get on my nerves. So I realize that too. I'm my own counselor about that. I'm like, I didn't even get suicidal or anxiety really because of myself sometimes. Sometimes I would, though, because I'd overthink things. But other times, it was because other people would get on my nerves. I'm like, you are getting on my last nerves. It is so funny. Yeah, being an adult is difficult work. I'm going to tell my son to enjoy his childhood. I want him to play outside and have a childhood. Like, he is not getting a tablet. If anybody buys him a tablet, I'm sorry, but I'll be like, I'm giving it to a poor kid somewhere else, because I don't want him to have it. I'd be like, I said no electronics, no cell phone, no tablet until he's in school. Then I do want him to have a phone so he can call me just in case emergencies. But that's it. And I will check his phone. I don't care what age he is. I'm like, I'm checking your phone because teenagers are retarded as heck. They get knocked up at 13 or 16, and they're just retarded. Teenagers go full on retarded. All teenagers, I'm an adult now. I can make my own decisions. I don't need my parents. No, you're retarded. You're gonna make dumb decisions, get knocked up at 16, or do drugs or crack or smoke pot, and then make dumb decisions, get a jail record, drive, and then get like pulled over and stuff. So I'm like, teenagers are dumb. They make dumb decisions. It's just part of the teenage brain, so retarded. Oh, I'm in love, and it's like, you're 14 and you're in love. Sure, you know that's 1 out of a billion trillion chance that you guys are actually gonna make it from 14 on up. I'd be like, that's 1 in a billion. See how many people last that long. Very rare, very not even often. Like, people are married for 30 years, 60 years, and they get divorced, and it's like, are you serious? It's like, that is insane. Like, why work that long and then give up? To me, that's